Hello there. So welcome back, guys. So before anything else, please subscribe. Joke lang. Okay, so this is chapter 1, the first topic that we are about to discuss in this course, Computer Programming 2. So this course, Computer Programming 2, is actually a continuation of your subject or course during the last term. Okay, Computer Programming 1. Okay, maybe magkaiba lang ng language or programming language na gagamitin. Okay, so as I heard, you use Python programming language. Okay, for this course, Computer Programming 2, we'll be using Visual Studio, Visual Basic. Okay, that's it. Okay, let's start. So before we start with the main topic of this course, we need to know or discuss some keywords that are used in the entire discussion or even the entire course. Okay, so we have here first is the computer. So what is a computer? We all know, yes, I know that you know a computer is. It is an electronic device that is designed to manipulate data so that useful information can be generated. So in short, a computer can transform the data into a meaningful information. So it comprises of two, the hardware and software. So again, I know they have mentioned this keywords before or last semester during your introduction to computing. Okay, so we have your hardware. These are the tangible parts of the computer. The tangible parts. Lahat na nakahawakan mo na part ng computer ay hardware. Hardware. Okay? For example, the keyboard, mouse, the monitor, the system processing unit, yun. Those are hardware. And then another part is the software. These are the non-tangible parts of the computer that are installed in your computer. Okay, just to send command to the hardware to function. Halimbawa, yung mouse na hardware, hindi niya alam kung anong gagawin niya. But then, with the use of that software, alam na niya kung anong ginagawa ni mouse, anong function ni mouse. Okay, so under software, we have the classification or categorized as 3. Okay, so the system software, utility software, and application software. Okay, let's start with the application software first. We have here application software. Okay, example for this is Microsoft Word. Okay, camera, and then TikTok. Okay, application software. These are applications that meet your needs. Halimbawa, you want to create a resume or application letter na lang. You want to make or submit an application letter for a job. Now, saan mo pwede gawin? Okay, you can do it using MS Word or Microsoft Office Word. Okay, so that application is called or categorized as an application software. Okay, na-meet niya yung kailangan mo. Gusto mo mag-TikTok? Okay, anong application ang gagamitin mo? TikTok. Okay, so yung application na yon, the TikTok is under application software. Gusto mo mag-selfie? Okay, selfie lover ka, no? Marami akong kilala dyan na palagi nag-selfie. Wala akong pinapatamaan. Okay, gumamit ka ng camera or camera 360. Yan. Ano ba? Yung mga applications na camera. Okay, para lang makapag-selfie. Okay, so that camera is considered or categorized as application software. Next, system software. These are the operating system of the computer. If you're using your mobile phone, meron ding ano yan, ang tawag dito, operating system. Okay, Android. That is the operating system of your mobile phone. Okay. And then, for computer or laptop, example is Windows 10, iOS, for kung hindi Android ang phone mo, and then Mac OS. Okay? So, yun mga yun. Windows 10, Windows XP, those are operating system. Ano naman ang gamit? Anong kaibahan ng application sa system software? Again, as mentioned earlier, application system or software, these are applications that meet your needs. Yung kailangan mo. Now, system software naman, ito yung software na nagsasabi sa mga hardware, okay? Sa hardware na kung ano yung gamit nila. Okay? Of course, you cannot use your camera kung walang Android OS yung cellphone mo, kung hindi na-installan. Useless. Hindi mo pwedeng magamit. So, kailangan system software muna bago ka makapag-install ng ibang applications. That's like Windows 10 muna para alam ng computer mo kung anong gamit, kung ano si keyboard, kung anong si mouse, kung anong monitor, anong gamit ng mga parts ng computer. So, that is the system software. Bago mo pwedeng installan ng Microsoft Word, camera, kung ano-ano applications. Okay? And then another is the utility software. Utility software, yes, applications din siya. Kaya lang, this software is being used by your computer. Example is Windows Defender. Ito yung mga antivirus. Ito yung linilinisan niya or linalabanan niya yung mga malwares, yung mga viruses na pumapasok sa computer. Okay? Utility software. Utility, yung term mismo, utility. Ano ba ang gamit or ano ba ang ginagawa ng mga utility workers? Naglilinis. Okay? So, same through with this utility software. Linilinisan nila yung computer or hinaharangan nila yung malware na para hindi makapasok sa yung computer unit. Okay? So, that is the computer or a computer is. Next, we have here a term, computer program. So, what is a computer program? Okay? A collection of instructions or statements, sometimes called code that tells the computer what to do. Computer program. Computer program, lahat ng ginagawa ng computer programmer, computer program, lahat ng output, okay? Computer program. A collection, hindi lang iisang instruction or hindi lang isang code, hindi lang print like this. Hindi lang ganun. Madami, collection, para masabi mong computer program. Okay? Your calculator, considered as computer program. Again, these are the outputs of a computer programmer. Okay? It is written or programmed using a programming language, or in short, PL, programming language. Okay? So we mentioned earlier again that you've used Python as your PL or programming language during your programming one. But this time we will be using Visual Studio or the VB, or specifically VB. Okay, 2010. Alright? So, yung mga computer program, nagawa yan. Saan ginawa? Using a programming language. Okay? So, it says here, without computer programs, computers are useless. Do you agree? Sagot! Oh, okay. Dapat, tama. Totoo ito. Anong gamit ng computer mo? O sige, sabihin natin cellphone mo. Anong gamit ng cellphone mo kung walang mga programs or walang mga applications? Walang camera, walang messages, walang message, walang call na application, walang application. Anong gamit? Taksim. Pang pato, siyay. No. Yan ang gamit. It's useless. Okay? So, that is a computer program. Next here is programming. So what is a programming? Kung sabihin natin, a farmer, sa trabaho niya, farming. Ang programmer, ang trabaho niya, programming. Anong ginagawa ng farmer kapag nagka-farm? Nagka-farming. Ito, ginagawa niya para lang meron siyang output. Merong, ano ba? Kung palay, merong palay. Okay? Kung programmer naman, programming. Magde-design, mag-create a set of instructions to ask the computer to carry out certain jobs which is normally very much faster than human beings can do. Okay? Pag sinabi mong ganito pa lang, sasabihin mo pa lang, ginawa na ng computer. Okay? Just a click, a single click, madami na siyang ginawa. Okay? Hindi yung click print and then antagal. Actually, yes. Baka sabihin nyo, bakit nung nag-print ako, nag-click ako ng print, antagal. Okay? Kasi, nakano pa lang yan. Naka-on process. Maybe, yung printer mo, tawag dito, nag-ready pa lang para mag-print. Okay? So, pero yung print na job, na-send na sa printer. Inaantay na lang ng printer, naantay na lang natin yung printer na mag-ready para i-print na niya. Alright? So, that is a programming. It is the job of a programmer. It is the process of planning a sequence of steps for a computer to follow. A process of planning a sequence of steps. Step by steps. Ito yung code mo. Step 1, ito yung gagawin niya. Ito yung gagawin mo. After doing this, do this. After nito, do this. Yun yung ginagawa ng, ito yung gagawin ng programmer. Magkaplano siya ng mga steps and then gagawin naman, i-follow naman ng computer. Okay? So, a good programmer is a good planner. Tama na naman to. Kung marunong ka magplano, yes, magandang output mo. You are a good programmer. Kung planado, halimbawa, yung bahay, kung planado, meron siyang house plan, planado yung bahay, magandang output. Same true with this. Kung good planner ka, maganda yung maging output. Okay? So that is programming. It is the job of a programmer. Alright? Then we have here the PL or programming language. So what is PL? Example for this, that's Python, Java, C++, C#, etc. Oh, hindi kasaling etc. ha. These are programs used by the programmers to create programs or software. I think kung sabihin natin carpenter pala. Anong trabaho ng carpenter? Okay? Taga-pintura ng car, di ba? Hindi, yung isang carpenter, hindi siya carpenter. Carpenter, taga-build ng bahay. Okay? Meron siyang gamit to build a house. So, meron din tayong gamit. As a programmer, meron tayong gamit. We have here the programming language. It will allow you to design the GUI, when we say GUI, the graphical user interface, kung ano yung nakikita mo, kung anong itsura ng program na ginagamit mo, that is the graphical user interface. Pag open mo pa lang ng TikTok, yun na yung lumabas, that is the graphical user interface of that application. Okay? A programming language will translate the human readable code in English yan ha. Why English? Para maintindihan natin. So, ang ginagawa ng programming language, kino-convert niya that English into a machine-readable format, binary. I'm not sure if you have discussed this before, if you are familiar with the language of a computer. The language of computer is only binary, or zeros and one only. 0 and 1 lang ang language ng computer. Hindi siya nakakaintindi ng English, tuwali, ayangan, kantanae, nyapay, and others. Only zeros and one. So, ang ginagawa niya, kino-convert niya yung English statement or yung code mo na English into a machine-readable format which is binary and compile it for a single application. Kino-compile niya yan at magiging single application na yan. So, that is your application. Okay? So, that is a programming language. Ito yung gamit natin to create or to design a program or a software. Alright? So, we have here the cycle of a program. Kung ang butterfly, meron siyang cycle. Okay? Pag sabihin natin, ano ba? Nag-example ako, hindi ko alam pala yung cycle. From this, naging ganito, hanggang magiging butterfly. Okay? Meron din tayo dito sa program. Bago magiging ganap na program, yung output, okay, dumadaan muna sa cycle. Okay? So these are the steps or set of steps or that guides the computer programmers through the development of the program. Ito yung nag-guide para alam natin na tamang ginagawa natin. So first is analyzing the problem. Analyzing the problem. Okay. Before ka gumawa ng program, of course, you need to analyze the problem. Kung walang problem, then bakit ka pagagawa ng program? Halimbawa, kung lahat siguro marunong mag-compute, sinabi mo lang yung number, kahit ang laki-laking number, alam na niya agad-agad yung sagot. Bakit ka pagagawa ng calculator? Bakit pa merong calculator na application kung lahat marunong? Okay? Kahit malalaking numbers. Kaya meron tayong calculator kasi merong problem. Kasi ang problem natin dito ay yung iba kailangan isolve kapag malaking numbers, hindi natin kayang isolve. Pwede natin isolve pero it takes time to solve. Okay? So, sige. Ito, gawin natin. Gawa tayo ng calculator para ma-solve yung problem na yon. Okay? So, ito. Analyze the problem. Before merong program, dapat may problem muna. Okay? Bago magkaroon ng output, dapat may problem. Again ha, kung walang problem, hindi ka pwede makagawa. Pwede kang gumawa, pero paano pa? Para saan pa yung program mo? Useless. Okay? Kung gagawa ka ng application, tignan mo muna kung may bago ba o wala. Kung wala, then huwag ka munang gumawa. Kasi meron naman na. Okay? So, you need to identify the input. Ano pa pwedeng i-input sa program mo? Ano magiging output niya? At ano magiging process? That is the first step. You need to analyze the problem. You need, you need to conduct an interview. Let's say you have your client. Okay? Mag-interview ko muna, alamin mo, ano ba problema? Meron? Okay, sabihin nila, ito, kasi ganito yung process namin ito. Manual, ganito. Okay. Now, we have here, basing from the gathered information during the analyzing problem or the step 1, you may now start designing the program. Start designing the program. Mag-design ka na. Or yung GUI na niya. Ano bang itsura ng program na gusto mo? Ganito bang itsura niya or ganyan? Okay? So maybe you will be using the algorithm. Of course, I believe you discussed this during a programming one. Algorithm, pseudocode, flowchart, decision tables. I'm not sure about decision tables, but itong tatlo, algorithm, pseudocode, and flowcharting. We have here the symbols. Ito naman, guide or basis lang naman natin ang mga to. Para mas maintindihan natin yung program. Okay? So, after designing program, meron ka ng program na design na. Of course, your design, wala pa. Hindi pa gumagana. Kumbaga, parang ginawa mo lang yan sa PowerPoint na nandun naglagay ka lang ng buttons, text boxes, pero hindi pa gumagana. Bigyan natin ng buhay. Paano? Ito, coding the program. You need to code the program. Start coding, adding instructions to your program para mabuhay. Halimbawa, you've included print button on your program. Kapag wala pang code, kahit click ka ng print, walang mangyayari. Kasi nga, wala pang instruction, wala pang code. So, eto na, coding the program. Translate the algorithm into specific programming language. So, from the previous algorithm mo, i-convert mo na into code. Yung code na yung readable format ng computer. Yung code mismo, following the correct syntax, and then the proper coding, yun. Okay? Iko-code na natin, maglalagay na tayo ng instructions. Step 1, ito yung gagawin mo. Okay? Lagay mo. Step 2, ito yung gagawin mo. Step 3, ito yung gagawin mo hanggang matapos. That is coding the program. Okay? Programs must follow the language rules. Ito, yung sinasabi ko, yung syntax. Violation of any rule causes error. Kapag hindi mo sinunod, merong error. This error must be eliminated before going to the next step. Okay? Hindi mo pwedeng i-publish yung application mo kung maraming error. Gumawa ka ng camera application Now, nung tinest mo, ang daming error, hindi pala siya nagsisave sa nung gamit ng camera. Click! Nakuha nga. Check mo sa gallery. Nga, wala. Okay? So, may error. Okay? So, hindi mo pwedeng i-publish yan kung ganun ang nangyayari. Okay? So, yun. When you're coding, this is a technical word for writing the program. Maggagawa or mag-write ka, maglalagay ka ng instructions, coding ang tawag dyan. Magko-code. Okay? After coding, linagay mo na, may buhay na. Now, you test and debug the program. Testing and debugging the program. Bakit ba tayo nagte-test? Halimbawa, pumunta ka ng supermarket. Nagusto mo yung isang ballpen, wala kang ballpen. Nagusto mo yung ballpen. Okay, now, before mo bilhin yan, anong gagawin mo? Anong unang gagawin mo? Yung, okay, color blue, may takip, o puno yung ink, right? Sige, bilhin mo na. Siguro hindi. Ako muna, kunin ko, isulat ko muna sa papel, kung sumusulat, o hindi. What if yung nabili mo pala nanigas na yung ink? Yung ink na nanigas. Okay? Hindi pala nakasulat. Okay? So, testing is very important. Okay? Bakit tayo nagte-test? Para malaman natin kung may error o wala. To make sure that your program is running correctly. Okay? So, testing, it is the process of finding the errors. Testing, removing of errors. Nandun na. Testing. Ito-test mo kung gumagana ba. May mga errors ba? Kung may errors, anong gagawin natin kung may mga errors? I-check natin. I-correct natin. So, the term is debugging. 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 It is the process of correcting errors found during the testing process. Okay? Nag-test ka. Sige, test. Print. No, di nag-print. Okay? Doon yung testing ha. So, ang gagawin mo, check mo yung error mo. Kaya pala hindi nag-print kasi ganito. May kulang. Okay? So, lagyan mo. So, habang kino-correct mo, you are doing debugging. Nagde-debug ka na ng program. Okay? So, that is the two terms, testing and then debugging. We have here two types of errors. Syntax errors and logical errors. Syntax errors and logical errors. First, syntax errors occurs when the code violated the syntax or the grammar of the programming language. Halimbawa, si English. Kailan nagkakaroon ng wrong grammar? Kailan nagkakaroon? Kung wrong grammar. Kung hindi mo sinunod yung tamang grammar pag sulat ng sentence. Halimbawa, wrong grammar yan kapag walang period or dot dun sa last. Kasi sentence yan. An English statement must end with a period or yung dot to end the sentence. Okay? Pag di mo naglagay ng period, wrong grammar. Okay? Same through with programming. Kung hindi mo sinunod yung tamang syntax, halimbawa, if, then, ganon, hindi mo sinunod na if and then, wala kang then, syntax error. Syntax error ang tawag dyan. Hindi magra-run yung program mo kasi nga hindi mo sinunod yung tamang syntax. Hindi magra-run yung program. Walang output dito. Wala kang output. Syntax error. While logical errors naman, a mistake made by the programmer while designing the solution of problem. You follow the correct syntax of the program or programming language. Okay, tama yung grammar kung English, kumbaga. Tama yung code mo. If, then, tama, sinunod mo. May output. Tama, may output yan. Maayos, may output. Kaya lang, yung output is incorrect. Your output is incorrect. Just for example, give you an example. Calculator, 1. Then, number 1. Ano yung first number? 1. Second number, another 1. Then you press plus. Supposedly, 1 plus 1 equals 2. Anong nangyari dyan? 1. The answer is 1. Tama, may output, but the answer is 1, which is incorrect. You press 1. You press plus. Baka naman kasi multiply. Baka naman kasi multiply ang linagay mo instead of plus. So that is logic error. Ikaw ang nagkamali. Merong output kaya lang mali yung output niya. Okay? So that is logical error. Ikaw mismo ang nagkamali. You follow the correct syntax but then your output is still incorrect. So that falls under logic or logical errors. Tama yung syntax, mali lang yung output, logical errors. Okay? Syntax and logical errors are collectively known as bugs. May mga bugs, may mga errors. Ibig sabihin, ganun. Okay? Bugs, errors. After natin i-test and debug, okay na, gumagana yung program, wala nang errors. Alright, sige. Documenting the program. You need to document your program. This step is intended to allow other persons, or even you, to understand the program at a later date. Kasi minsan, i-program mo siya ngayon, i-code mo siya after few years of after how many months, 5 months, maaaring makalimutan mo yung program or kung anong gamit, kung ano yung ibig sabihin. So you need to document your program. Document your program. This can also include a detailed description of what the program does and how to use the program, or what we all know as the manual or user's manual. Kung bibili ka ng phone, bagong cellphone, may kasamang papel. Anong meron doon sa papel? Hindi tissue ha, papel. And that is the user manual. Anong meron sa user manual? Kung paano mo gamitin yung cellphone, each part of the phone ay merong label doon. Tapos merong function kung anong gamit. So that is the user manual. So you need to document your program in order for other person or yes to understand kung anong meron sa program mo. Anong gamit nito? Anong gamit ng button na to? Pag clinic ba ito? Anong mangyayari? So that is a documentation. Documenting the program. Okay? After documenting the program, ano pa bang gagawin mo? Meron ka ng program, meron ng documentation, tinest mo na, na-package mo na, ano pa bang gagawin? Deploy and maintain the program. Deploying and maintaining the program. So, anong gagawin natin dito? In this phase, the program is deployed or installed. Okay, i-package na yan at ibigay na sa client, installed, or installed sa computer nila, and then, the program is kept under watch till the user gives a green signal to it. When you say green signal, okay na. Kasi eto, nag-test ka nga. Since you are the programmer, maaring yung confidence mo dun sa program, okay na. So hindi mo na tinest yung isang part. Okay, so binigay mo na sa client. Now, nung na-deliver na yung program, na-deploy mo na yung program, habang ginagamit ng client yung program, meron sila nakitang errors. So that is maintaining the program. Dapat, kapag meron sila nakitang error, i-report nila sa iyo. Ang gagawin mo naman, kasi hindi pa tapos yung paggawa ng program, you need to maintain, you need to correct, debug the program, bigay mo ulit sa kanila, okay na, yun, hanggang ganun ulit. Until magbigay ng go signal yung client. Okay na. Very good. Good job. Tapos na. So, okay na. That ends the cycle. Okay? Deploying and maintaining the program. Okay? Any question? So, this is the, these are the, tawag dito, cycle na kailangan natin i-follow in creating a program. So that is our lesson 1 for today. So later on, we will continue discussing the lesson 2, structured programming. Alright? So if you have questions regarding the discussion on the lesson 1, okay, just comment below, or just send me a PM para ma-address natin yung katanungan. Huwag mahiya magtanong. Alright? Sige, paalam!